The biggest ones are still Instagram and Facebook.
Detective Joe Scaramucci runs a task force on child trafficking out of the McLennan County Sheriff's Department. He says these days most victims are being recruited or groomed through social media.
I would say right now the two biggest ones that I would be concerned about are Snapchat and Discord. Those seem to be the two biggest where we're seeing a difference, I guess, stemming from Instagram. Instagram is alive and well. It's still the biggest.
In the last few months, they arrested this man who lives in L.A. for trying to recruit a 14-year-old Waco area teen over Instagram when her mother figured out what was going on.
Mom heard daughter talking on the phone in the middle of the night and stood outside to listen to what was being talked about and got a hold of the phone.
That teen was one of the lucky ones. In February, a California teenager killed himself after being sextorted over Instagram.
They sent him a picture. Then they asked for one in return, and as soon as he did, they demanded $5,000 from him.
Pauline Stewart's 17-year-old son, Ryan, was a high school senior on his way to Washington State University. That night, he thought he was communicating with a teenage girl and sent the blackmailers money from his college fund. But when they asked for more, ashamed and afraid, he took his own life.
They wouldn't give up until he felt he had no choice but to do it to protect his family. And he loved us so much that he wanted to protect us from the mistake he made.
20, 30 years ago, predators would go to a playground or a park to find young victims. Now there's an entire virtual world out there for them to, get into and pick their victims that way.
Pauline hopes this serves as a warning for other parents and wishes she could have had one more conversation with her son.
Let your children know that no matter what, a mistake is a mistake and they can get past that.
Soliciting minors into sex crimes over social media carries a 25-year sentence in the state of Texas. In Ryan's case, police are still looking for suspects, but in most cases like this, the perpetrators are rarely found. Diana Rocco, News 4 San Antonio.